And gentlemen, my name is Mark Hamlin. I live in Richmond, Virginia, and man, I'm really fortunate to have stumbled upon a really exceptional company. You know, most people they're just looking for a way to do better for their families, a way to generate income to accomplish their goals, and they're really just looking for a real company that does what it says it does. Now, I've worked with many companies, and some of them are very good, but there's a few that stand out of the crowd, and that's the company we're going to introduce you to tonight. So I'm going to share with you, ladies and gentlemen, how anyone can create a second income without a job. And you can use this money perhaps to pay your rent and your mortgage every month or your car payment to build up to accomplish some goals. And the great thing, ladies and gentlemen, is that you don't have to sell anything and you don't have to recruit anyone. To do this, you absolutely don't need anyone. That's the amazing thing about this program. Now, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm Mark Hamlin out of Richmond, Virginia, and I've been working with people for about the last 4 years, helping people to accomplish levels of success. I've been pretty successful with it, and it's something that I really enjoy. I actually travel around the country doing this. So let's start off by reading a disclaimer. First of all, you should know that we are not investment advisors, and the purpose of this presentation is not to give you investment advice. We are simply sharing a strategy that we use to provide income for our families and to accomplish our personal goals. You want to always consult a professional when considering investment advice or investment decisions. And you never want to invest money that you cannot afford to lose. In other words, your rent money, your mortgage money, your electric bill. You don't want to do that. You're going to use discretionary income. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's get into it. So now this concept, I call it coins to bills. What do I mean by that? I'm talking about when you take your discretionary income and you put it to work for you, creating more income. You know, sometimes you go shopping and you spend money and you don't even know where you spent it or what happened to it, or you find yourself buying things that you really don't need. Well, suppose you took that money and you were able to put that money to work for you and it was able to create more income for you. And suppose you could even take that money and you could compound it. Well, that means that anyone could start small and literally finish big. That's what we're talking about tonight. Now, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. All of this is made possible because of something called Bitcoin. Bitcoin has created its own economy. So you may say, well, Mark, what is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is a decentralized digital currency. Just think about this. If you ever dealt with PayPal or Western Union or MoneyGram, those companies do not print money. They simply send money from one place to the other. And when they do it, they actually do it digitally. It's just ones and zeros. Well, about 2009, someone invented a currency that is made up of those ones and zeros, and that currency is called digital currency. And the number one digital currency is something called Bitcoin. We're going to talk about this in a few minutes. And so here's the thing about Bitcoin. It is not controlled by the government. It's not controlled by any central banks. And it gives people the ability to purchase things online and to send money to other people without paying any fees whatsoever. So that's pretty major. And you'd be surprised to know who is behind Bitcoin. So I'm going to show you right now. What I'm going to do is take you to a website called CoinDesk. CoinDesk is one of the authorities of Bitcoin, CoinDesk. Now, when you go to this website, you can find out what Bitcoin is, what Bitcoin mining is, in quite a bit of detail, but you can also find out who is behind Bitcoin. So you go over here to price and data, and then you go down to Bitcoin Venture Capital, and you can see the companies that are behind Bitcoin. They put up over $1 billion to fund Bitcoin companies and different type of Bitcoin infrastructure. So I'm just going to name a few of these companies and see if you know of them. You ever heard of Goldman Sachs? What about JP Morgan, Verizon, Samsung, Mitsubishi? You ever heard of a company called Overstock? What about the New York Stock Exchange? You heard of a company called USAA? They're the largest insurer for the military. You heard of Ben Franklin? They're into insurance. And you ever heard of a guy by the name of Sir Richard Branson? He owns Virgin Airlines. These are just a few of the well-known names that have put millions of dollars behind Bitcoin. So you think that they would put millions of dollars behind something like that if they didn't think that it was a potential and that it was a good decision? Absolutely. Bitcoin is here to stay, ladies and gentlemen, and it's about one of the most amazing things that you can do is engage in Bitcoin right now. So you might want to take a little time to study it and to get to understand it in a little more detail. So now this company that I discovered, they have a program that's called Coins. All right, now Coins gives you the ability to double your money quarterly. I call it active income while you sleep. So Coins is the name of the program, but the company behind it is called Power Supplies and Equipment Limited. They're located in London, and they've been in business since January 2008. Now, in a few minutes, we're going to go into detail. You're going to understand exactly how they earn money and how we're able to earn money by partnering up with them. All right, so let's talk about some of the benefits of the program. First of all, once you fund the account by making a deposit, there's literally nothing else for you to do. There's no selling required. There's no marketing required. There's no sponsoring required. Number 4, everyone gets paid daily. Number 5, everyone gets paid daily. Number 6, everyone gets paid daily. And number 7, everyone gets paid daily. So which one of those benefits do you like the most? That's right. Everybody gets paid daily in this program. Now, there's some other things you should know. Anyone can participate here with a deposit of as little as $10. So let's just say that you're a doubting Thomas. Maybe you've been in some programs before that didn't work out. Maybe you got burned, whatever the situation is. You can test the waters out over here by making a small deposit. When you see that the company is doing everything it says it's going to do, you see that you're able to make withdrawals, and you see that you're progressing, then you know what to do. You can go ahead and you can jump in and make a larger deposit. So this is very easy to do. You can test the company out if you are doubtful for whatever reason. Now, again, I want to mention this because this is very important. There's no selling, no recruiting, and no marketing required. However, if you do share the program with others, you can earn more money. Why? Because the company has a 3-tier affiliate program. What does that mean? Well, when you get involved with a good program that does exactly what it says it's going to do, good news travels fast, and you just might share with other people your results. And when you do that, they may decide to join. That's called referring by default. Well, when they join the program and every time they make a deposit, the company will pay you an affiliate commission, starting at 5%, then 2%, and 1%. We'll talk about that more as we go forward. Every time they make a deposit and every time they compound their earnings, the company will pay you that affiliate commission. The next thing that makes this program exceptional is that you can take the earnings that they're going to pay you and you can deposit those in the account also. That's called compounding. And when you do that, you can literally double your earnings. All right, so you're going to double your earnings every quarter anyway, but you can even double it again if you compound. Next, you can withdraw your earnings daily. Okay, this is important because you have access to cash. They call that cash flow. So when you need money, you can go into the account and you can withdraw it on a daily basis. How long does it take to get your money? How about 24 to 48 hours? That's how fast that money will be in your bank account. And we'll walk you through how to do all that. It's actually not complicated at all. And then lastly, the program is international, which means that you could share it with people across the country and even across the water. All right, so think of the Coins program, ladies and gentlemen, as a resource that provides stability for your personal economy. I like this quote: "The world is beautiful outside when there's stability on the inside." So this gives people the ability to have daily income in between paychecks. So let's say you're a retiree or you're on a fixed income, you have a check coming in once a month, or maybe you're a commissioned salesperson, maybe a real estate agent or a car salesman, or maybe you're just a person, you have more month at the end of the money, and you could just use some extra money to accomplish your goals. A program like this, you will see, can help you do just that. All right, so what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to actually go ahead and log into the website and show you a few things on the website. So now, the name of the company is called Power Supplies and Equipment. The name of the program is called Coins. You spell that C-O-I-N-C-E. You can go to coins.com and you'll see the website. Just remember that when you get ready to register, register through the link of the person who invited you here tonight, because we are community and we leverage that community in order to empower one another. So that's how we do it. Okay, now, if you're looking at the website, there's a couple of things you're going to see that are very important. First of all, you're going to notice that the company has a social media presence. A lot of people on Facebook, and on Twitter. So you can go there and see what people are saying behind the scenes. The company also has a live customer service phone number. Now they're located in London, so that's an international call. You have to dial 011, then +44 if you want to get through. And then if you call during business hours, there's like a 7-hour time difference from the East Coast. You will actually talk to a live person. If you miss them or they're busy, you'll go to an answering machine. So one of the things I like about them, they are very responsive when it comes to the customer service. You can also go online and click on Support Center, and you can send a message through the Support Center as well. The other thing you're going to notice on the website, ladies and gentlemen, is that there are seals of authenticity. There's a company called Norton's, McAfee, and TrustWave. Now, when you click on these seals, it takes you to an external website. And you can type in the name of the company, Power Supplies and Equipment, and you can get details about the company. How long has the company been in business? Who is the owner? Who manages the company? Do they have a business license? How long have they been in business? So these are third-party websites you can go to verify that this company is, in fact, a real company. Of course, that's important. The other thing you're going to notice on the website is that there are over 482,000 depositors with the company right now all over the world. If you click over here where it says regional representatives, you are going to see all the different countries that are represented here. All right, and the list is growing more and more every day. Okay, if you go on this list and you click here where it says United States, you can actually see the regional representatives within the United States. One of the names you see up here is a guy by the name of Mark Hamlin. All right, so we know quite a bit about the program. How do you become a regional representative? You make a deposit of at least $300, and you refer at least 5 people who have active deposits, and then you apply to become a regional representative. When you do that, the company understands that you know a little bit about how the program works, and you can probably help a few other people understand as well. Okay, so now let's talk about how the company earns money. Well, they're in the wholesale electricity business. They buy and sell electricity. For what purpose? They don't sell it to the general public like your electric company. They sell it to a specific market of people called Bitcoin miners. Who are Bitcoin miners? They are people who have computers with a special graphic card inside of it, which allows them to verify Bitcoin transactions. See, Bitcoin transactions go through a network called the blockchain, and thousands of computers verify every transaction. All right, now, if you're set up properly to get that graphics card, it can cost you anywhere from $400 to $1,000. But you have 2 expenses. You have the graphic card, then you also have the electricity. So if you can reduce the cost of either 2, you can earn more profit. So this is what the company does. It provides wholesale electricity to these Bitcoin miners. So when you make a deposit to the company, they're going to use that deposit to buy this electricity at a wholesale cost. And then they sell it at about a 40% profit. That's why they're able to pay us. Now, there's another thing that they do. They also have data centers where people can send in their hardware equipment. The company will monitor it so that they can process those Bitcoin transactions in the data center. And of course, they have to buy electricity. So that's another market for the company. This is how the company does business. It is mainstream business. All right. It's all based on the profit that's being generated by doing business. Okay. Now, here's the thing. They're not the only company that does this. There are many other companies that do this, but this is the only company that I have seen that has a 3-level affiliate program. And you're going to understand how important that is as we move forward. So now let's talk about the program itself. What happens when you make a deposit with the company? Well, every deposit that you make is going to be under a 90-day contract. You're going to earn so much money per month, and we're going to talk about that. And you can start with the deposit as low as $10. Everyone gets guaranteed returns. We know we get the same amount of return. You're going to know exactly what that is. You can withdraw your earnings daily. You're going to get a certificate of shares, a legal document that you can download, and there are no fees to deposit money or withdraw money. You can have as many deposits as you want. The deposit can range anywhere from $10 to as much as $500,000. So if you go to the main website, you're going to see a calculator right in the front of the website. So let's say, for example, that you wanted to pay your car payment. So how much money would you want to deposit in this account to pay your car payment? Well, let's just say you got an income tax return. So you could take that money and you could blow it on something and the money has disappeared. Or you can take that money and perhaps put it to work for you, earning more money throughout the year. So let's say you deposited $1,000 in this account. You're going to click calculate over here, and it's going to tell you what you're going to earn. The company is going to pay you 2% a day or $20 a day, $140 a week or $600 a month for 3 months or 90 days. So let's do the math. $20 times 90 days is how much? 2 times 9 is 18, right? So that's $1,800. How much was your initial deposit? $1,000. How much did you receive back? $1,800. So what is your total profit? $800. Okay, what you want to understand is this: when they're paying you out every month or every day, they're actually returning part of the principal as well as the earnings at one time. So that when the 90 days are over, you've gotten your principal back plus your earnings all at one time. Do you see that? So this will pay your car payment for 3 months, right? Now, let's just say you wanted to pay your mortgage, and we're going to say that your mortgage is $1,000 a month. So you would deposit, let's say, $2,000 in this account, and the company is going to pay you $40 a day, $280 a week, or $1,200 a month for 3 months and or 90 days. So let's look at the math on that. So you deposited $2,000. The company is paying you $40 a day for 90 days. What's 4 times 9? 36, right? So you deposited $2,000, but you received back $3,600. And of course, in that $3,600 is the original $2,000 because they're paying you back your principal and earnings at the same time. So where is your profit? $1,600. That's pretty good for 90 days, isn't it? Absolutely. And you're able to pay your mortgage for 3 months. So suppose you say, well, Mark, how can I pay my mortgage or my car payment beyond 3 months? Suppose I want to pay it for the whole year. How can I do that? Well, very simple. This is how you do that. Let's go back to $1,000. We're going to talk about the car payment. This is how you do that. You deposit twice as much as what you need. So let's say you started with $1,000. Over time, you want to build that up until it is $2,000. So let's go ahead and do that. All right. How are you going to do that? With your discretionary income. All right. Instead of blowing the money on something you don't really need, you would deposit it in this account. So now you have $2,000 in this account, and I calculated it. The company is going to pay you $40 a day or $1,200 a month for 90 days. Okay, but all you need is $600. All right, so how do you make this to be perpetual? Well, remember that when the company is paying you, they're paying you out your principal and your earnings at the same time. So in 90 days, you would have all your principal back. Therefore, you can't continue earning money. Well, suppose you took the principal and you redeposited in the account. So you kept the principal amount the same, and all you took out was the earnings. Well, that would make this a perpetual account. So every time you make a withdrawal, you just withdraw half and you redeposit half. So now you have $600 a month to pay your car payment month after month after month. Why? Because you use this very simple strategy. And it's the same way concerning your mortgage. So hopefully you caught that. And if you didn't catch that, we have a team website called dailyIncomeWithoutSelling.com. dailyIncomeWithoutSelling.com. And you can go to that website and you will see videos that walk you through the entire process. Here's the website I'm looking at right now. And you have a how it works video, which is a short overview, how to get started, which walks you through the process, how to fund your account by making a deposit, how to compound your earnings, how to make a withdrawal, and how to create recurring income, as I just explained. So those videos are right here. If you would take a few moments to watch these videos, it will literally walk you through right through the process. Now, if you're having any challenges whatsoever, you get back in contact with the person who invited you here, and they will help you understand what you need to do. Okay, so let's go back to the website here. Now, I mentioned that the company has a free affiliate program. What does that mean? Should you decide that you want to share the program with others, because you don't have to do it, but good news travels fast. And every time they make a deposit, you're going to earn a 5% affiliate commission. If they invite someone, every time they make a deposit or they compound their earnings, you would earn 2%. And if they invite someone, you would earn 1%. So it's a three-tier affiliate program. The company is simply rewarding you for referring other people. So is it necessary, or are you dependent on referring other people in order to earn money here? Absolutely not. It's your money earning money. So you have no pressure to try to influence people or persuade people to join, because your income is not dependent on it. That would just be a little extra icing on the cake. This is one of the things I like about this program. We don't have to push anyone or sweat anybody for anything. We're already okay based on the deposit that we put into the account. So this is a low-key, low-pressure type of a situation, and hopefully you will catch on to that. So how do you fund this account? Well, we fund this account with Bitcoin. So what does that mean? That means you need to open up a Bitcoin wallet. So we have a couple of companies that you might want to consider. One of them is called Circle.com, and the other is called Coinbase. And simply get with the person who referred you. They'll help you and show you how to get signed up in those accounts. It's actually very simple. It's as easy as setting up a PayPal account. All right. And so you fund this account with Bitcoin. So the way it works is once you open up that account, you're going to deposit money in there. That money will automatically convert to Bitcoin. Then you're going to send it to coins to the company. Now your account is funded. When you get ready to make a withdrawal, it's just the other way around. You withdraw the money from the coins program into your Bitcoin wallet. Then from there, you can transfer it into your bank account or onto your debit card. All right, if you use Circle, there's no fees to do that whatsoever. The coins company doesn't charge you any fees, and neither does Circle. Okay? All right. So now I'm going to take you a little bit further. So hopefully you're hanging in there with me. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to log into my own account and just show you just a few things. Now, I only do this for my best friends. All right? So if you're on the call, you can consider us to be friends. Okay, so what I'm doing here, I'm going to log in to my back office. And of course, the company is going to give you a username, which starts with the letter C. You want to make sure you write that down. And write down your password somewhere too. You'd be surprised how fast people forget their own passwords. Okay, so now, one of the things you're going to notice, the site has very good security. In fact, it has bank level security because they deal with a lot of money. They want to make sure that everything is protected, that you and I both are protected. So when you go here to log in, it takes a few minutes. All right. So now when we log in here, I'm going to show you several different things. Okay, first thing you're going to notice is my account balance. My account balance right now is $157.30. What you're looking at here is how much money I've earned today. I make my withdrawals at the end of the webinars every night. I'm showing people how much I earn every day. I average right now close to about $200, 7 days a week. Okay, now over here you see my total earnings. This is the 2% that the company has been paying me since I've been involved. I've been involved about 88 days. Okay, next you see my total deposits right here, which is $1,700. The thing that's going to kind of amaze you is that I started with a $26 deposit. We're going to talk about that in detail in a few minutes. Now, the next thing I want you to see, I want you to look at a couple of things. You see my total investments is $1,700. You see my total earnings? I've earned more than I deposited. Can you see that? And look at my total withdrawals. From the system, I've withdrawn $4,200 in 88 days. It's not bad, is it? Okay, so now let's go ahead and take a look at a couple of things. Now, you see this 1814? That's not all the money I've earned. That's just the money I've earned from the 2% a day that they're paying, right? Well, remember they have an affiliate program. So you click over here on referrals, and this is what you're going to see. You are going to see that I have referred 110 people to the program in 88 days. And of those 110 people, 65 have active accounts. And the company has paid me $3,991 in affiliate commissions. All right, that's the power of the affiliate program. Can you see that, ladies and gentlemen? And so once you establish proof, you've made withdrawals, and the company is doing what it says it's going to do, you just might share it with someone else. And now I've been involved in a lot of programs, but you need to understand this. I have never referred 110 people to anything in 88 days. Why is that? There's something really special about this program. Hopefully you catch that. And if you hang on in here with us, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you through private training how to introduce this to 100 to 200 people every single day if you want to learn how to do so. All right, so that's a side issue. We'll get back to that a little later. That's some of the free training that we offer within our community. Okay, so now let's go over here and look at investments. So these are the deposits that I've made. I just want you to see this with your own eyes, ladies and gentlemen. This is my real account right here. Okay, so the first thing you want to see is that my first deposit was January the 25th. How much money was it? It was $26.36. I was checking the company out. Now, you may not have to do that because we've done it for you, all right? But if you are a doubting Thomas, well, then, you do what you have to do. But we've kind of already proved everything for you. And so my first deposit was $26, and that was 88 days ago. Remember, every deposit runs for 90 days. Okay, now look at this. Here's another deposit I made a few days later of $65. This is my discretionary income. I made another one of $53, another one of $27, all right? As my confidence started to build, I started depositing more money. But you know what I started doing on January the 31st? I started compounding. I started taking my earnings and depositing my earnings within the system. And you know what that did? That enabled me to build my account all the way up to where it is now, $1,700 through compounding. That's the power of compounding. See, ladies and gentlemen, here's the situation. It's really not about how much money you start with. It's about what do you do after you start. Here's the thing. You notice that I referred 110 people and 68 actually made deposits? That's the thing. A lot of people, they just don't follow through. Why? I have no idea. But I've seen what this program can do, and hopefully you see it too. Okay, so now if you go over here to transactions, one last thing I'm going to show you here. So every time you make a deposit, you're going to earn 2% a day from every deposit that you make. So here's a deposit of $12.52. Company paid me 2%. That was 25 cents. Here's a referral commission. Someone made a deposit or they compounded. The company paid me 79 cents. You can see a couple more referral commissions. Here's one for $24. See, it's like quite about 4 or 5 of them in a row. You can see another deposit of $59.27. Company paid me $1.18. Now you see these small amounts right here? That's what I call coins to bills. Don't let that deceive you, ladies and gentlemen. Those small amounts, they add up really, really fast. It's just a matter of getting started and moving forward. Okay, well, that's all I want to show you here. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to open the line back up and we're going to take a few questions. Hold on one second. So hopefully we have a clear line. If we have a lot of background noise, we'll need everyone to press mute on your phone or to press *6, and that'll allow us to unmute the phone. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. And I'm going to start off by taking questions over the phone line, and then I'm going to go to the webinar in the chat room and answer questions in the chat room.
All callers are unmuted.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so the line is unmuted. Does anyone have a question or comment? All right, so you're on the...
Mark, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hey, Mark, it's Robert Judge here. I told you I'd get on the call tonight. I was really excited.
All right, welcome, Robert.
All right, yeah, my only question is, okay, so the money that you earned on the compounding, you can redistribute it back. Does that reset the clock, or does it still move forward with the 90 days?
That's right, it resets the clock. Every time you make another deposit, that deposit runs for 90 days. So you'll have multiple deposits that are running on their own 90-day clock.
All right, so the money you've earned, if you put it back into the already existing account that's already running, then it resets itself.
It resets itself. So your balance is going to increase, but that deposit is running on its own 90-day clock. And once you get into the program, you do a few, you'll be able to see it. It's pretty simple, actually.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, appreciate it. Great question. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so the line is open. If you have questions, this would be a good time to ask. Any questions or any comments? Anybody? All right. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and mute the line for a minute, and I'm going to go to the chat box, and then we'll come back to the line. Yes, somebody has a question?
Yes, it's Alfred.
How you doing, Alfred?
Doing great, Mark. Could you go over the, I was skipping it and explain the regional position.
Okay, can I go over what now?
The regional position. How you become a regional rep.
Oh, how you become a regional rep. Okay. All right, so it's actually right here on the website under frequently asked questions. And let's see. See right here, it says representative. I clicked on, it says, what is the representative program? Who can participate in the representative program? Let's go ahead and click on that. Your active deposit should be higher than $300, and you need to have a minimum of 5 active referrals to become a representative. Once you have met those qualifications, you simply complete an application and you submit it to the company. What's the advantages of becoming a regional representative? Instead of earning 5%, 2%, and 1% when they make deposits, you will earn 8%, 3%, and 1%.
Thanks, Mark.
You're welcome. Great question. All right. All right. So the line is still open. Any other questions before we go to the chat box? Okay. So we're going to go ahead and go to the chat box. Let's go over here.
Q&A session started.
All right. So let's see what's going on in the chat box. Okay. So if you have questions and you are on the computer screen, you would simply type your questions into the chat box. All right, let's go over here, see if I see anything. I don't see anything. Well, I must be doing a great job tonight. So here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I like. The program does exactly what it says it does. So what do you have to do to participate? You register, you open up a Bitcoin account, and you make a deposit in the account. When you make that deposit, you will start earning money the very next day. You'll be able to log in and see exactly how much you've earned. When you've earned at least $10 or more, you can start compounding. When you compound, you can increase your profits by more than double. So it's a very powerful system. When you get ready to make a withdrawal, you can make a withdrawal at any time. So someone asked the question, can you open more than one account? No, you cannot. Can you sign on your wife or your daughter within your own household? No, you cannot. Your wife, your daughter has to sign on through the same person who you signed up with. All right. So I hope you caught that. You can go into the FAQ and you'll see more information concerning that. When you sign your wife and your daughter through yourself, that's kind of a way of almost cheating the program. So they don't want you to do that. Someone says, how do you compound? Well, the way you compound, ladies and gentlemen, is the best way for me to explain that to you is go to Daily Income Without Selling and watch the little video right there. How to compound. I walk you right through the process step by step. So when you have money in your active balance, you can go in and click on deposit, and then you can take that money and put that money into your account. All right, so if you're watching on the screen, I'm going to show you right now, but you've got the video that you can watch. So if I log into my back office here, I'm going to go ahead and do it real quick just to show you. I'll log into my back office here. And so the great thing about, our community is that we have everything prepared for you and prepared for the people that you invite to join. It's right there on the video. So if you would just take the time to watch the videos, ladies and gentlemen, you will be so further ahead in understanding how this works, and you'll be able to help the people that you invite. If you would just take the time and watch the video. All right. So I'm logging in right here, and I'm going to show you how you compound. All right. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to click on deposit. You see right here, all these tabs over here, you click on deposit. All right. So when I come down here, it says select your payment method. Okay. So what is my payment method going to be? Is it going to be one of these Perfect Money, Payeer, or Bitcoin? No, it's going to be my account balance I'm taking the money from my account balance. This is the money I've earned, and I'm going to deposit the money from my account balance back into the account. So I just simply click on the dot right beside my account balance right here. I type in the amount up here. Let's say $12.31. It has to be at least $10 or more. Okay, then I click the word invest right here. All right, and then I click it one more time, and boom, that money goes into my account. If I were to click this right here, it would show up right up here. It would be 1731. That's how you compound. So now I'm taking my earnings, I'm redepositing those earnings. So what am I doing? I'm earning interest on top of interest. That's called compounding. All right, so hopefully you got that. Let's take a look at the next question. Mark, I do have an issue with how to withdraw. I can see that I am making money, but I do not know how to withdraw. Okay, very good question, Alberta. Again, if you go to the website, Daily Income Without Selling, I have a video that explains how to do that. It's right here, how to withdraw. All right, it's very simple. I'm going to show you one time on here. So if I want to make a withdrawal, I log in and see right here it says withdraw. So I click on here, withdraw. All right, and it's showing me how much money I have in my account. Some of this money is through Payeer. The rest of this money is through Bitcoin. So if I want to withdraw from Bitcoin, I'm simply going to type in the amount that I want to withdraw right here. Let's say 1231. In fact, I'm going to actually make a withdrawal right here while you're looking. All right, 11231. Okay, you see this right here? This is my Bitcoin wallet address going to my Bitcoin account. I'm going to copy this address, right-click and copy. Now, if you don't know how to right-click and copy, ask your niece or your nephew, ask somebody to show you how to do it, all right? And certain things, we may not be able to show you on the screen. You might need to get somebody to help you. Go down to the library and let them help you, all right? So I got wallet, I got Bitcoin, I got the little circle highlighted right here. I type in the amount that I want to withdraw. And then I copy this link. This link right here goes to my Bitcoin wallet. It's either my Circle account or it might be my Uphold account. I paste that in right there, and then I click the word withdraw. Watch this. Now they're going to ask me for my PIN number. What PIN number? The PIN number that you chose when you first registered with the account. You need to know your PIN number because that's how you're going to withdraw your money, just like your ATM card. All right, so hopefully you remember that number. And then I simply click withdraw. Okay, so I'm withdrawing $112. All right, so watch this. All right, look at it. It says your withdrawal request has been saved and will be processed in 24 hours. All right, what do they mean? It will be processed in 24 hours. That's exactly what they mean. It will be in your Bitcoin wallet in less than 24 hours. Once it hits there, you can withdraw it to your bank account or put it onto your debit card. If you put it in your bank account, it's going to be a whole lot faster than putting it in your debit card. Putting it in your debit card is probably going to take an extra day. All right, so it depends on how your bank works. All right, so if I go back over here to my dashboard, you can see that my current account balance, it has reduced by $112 because I withdrew that money. All right, if I had made this withdrawal early in the morning, this money would hit my bank account by 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. That's how fast it is. All right, so hopefully that answered your question. And again, these explanations are right on the video. All right, excellent. Okay, let's go back to the conference call. All right, so now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're here for your first time and you've heard enough, it's okay for you to get off. We're kind of doing a little bit of training right now, but if you want to get started, get back in contact with the person who shared this information with you right after the call, and they will walk you through the process and show you how to get started. With this program, ladies and gentlemen, everyone gets paid daily. Everyone gets paid daily, okay? So that's the key here. Okay, so let's go back to the conference call and see if anyone else has a question before we close out tonight.
Q&A session is over. All callers are unmuted.
All right, so the conference line is open. Does anyone else have any final questions or comments before we close?
Yes, Mark, real quick. One more question.
Yes, sir.
All right, so the only question I have is, can a company entity or like an LLC or a corporation sign up as one of the
You can. The problem you're going to have is setting up your Bitcoin account. Remember, your Bitcoin account is a whole different company that has nothing to do with the coins program. So when you go to set up your Bitcoin account, you need to work that out with the company that you're setting up your Bitcoin account. So I know someone who.
No, what I was talking about, Mark, is like, see, I'm a business owner, so I own an LLC. That's what I was saying. Is like I set it up through my company.
Okay, listen to me carefully. You can sign up with Coins as a LLC, but the challenge you're going to have is setting up your Bitcoin account through the LLC. Did you hear me?
Yes, sir. I heard that.
Right, that's the challenge you're going to have. So that's what you need to check out. I don't know the answer for that. All right.
Okay. Thanks, Mark. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, my friend. Okay. Any other questions or comments? All right. Well, that concludes the presentation. We'll be back again Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we do these on Sunday at 8 p.m., Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we also have a Facebook group, which is called Daily Income Without Selling. And we also have another one called Bitcoin Blitz. And get in contact with the person who referred you. They may have their own websites, and they may also have their own Facebook groups. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone have a great evening, and we will see you again next time.
Callers are unmuted.
All right. Good night, everyone.